Hello, everybody. Come on in. All right. Come on in, get settled. We have 5 minutes before we begin, so take your time, grab your beverage of choice, grab a blanket, grab a notebook, a pen, a recording device if you choose. We're going to be doing an interactive session today. I know that the last session was amazing. Automation and human design and soulful selling. It was really, really good. So come on in. Let me know you're here. If you wouldn't mind just popping in the chat, where are you from? Where are you joining us? I'm currently in Portugal. The sun is setting, so just be advised that the lighting will change. But we're all set up to handle that. Just gonna adjust this a little bit. Perfect. Idaho, Meg. Yes. Leah, Netherlands. Nice. Similar time zones. It's nice to see some European friends along the way. Have either of you done breath work, meditation before? Show of hands in the chat, or reactions if you would like. Yep, on the reg. Yes, Diana. Good. Okay. So just as a little overview of what we're going to do today, first off, I am Jacqui Henry. I am a coach, facilitator, consultant. I'm trauma-informed somatic coach, business consultant, and personal confidant for CEOs and entrepreneurs with endometriosis specifically, although my clients don't always have endometriosis. That is my specialty. I have 20 years experience and have had over 10 years being pain-free before even hitting remission in July of 2021. So that's sort of my background from the endo standpoint. From business strategy and automation, I have over 10 years experience helping businesses grow and scale without sacrificing quality, and really, really doing what they love and doing less of what they don't love. So that's a little bit about me. I'm also Reiki trained, meditation and breathwork facilitator certified, and I have a really long history with yoga and meditation. So if you have questions at any point in time about any of those things, feel free to reach out to me. As some sort of housekeeping, I know that in the last couple sessions, you've been hearing that we are having a Q&A tomorrow at 2 p.m. MST time. So if you are interested in working with any of us, or how you can continue to work with us throughout the year, go ahead and talk to Meg. Go to her Q&A session, check it out. It's going to be fantastic. So today, what we're going to focus on is really tapping into our intuition. And this is something that I have seen go through the cycles of entrepreneurship, but also in the corporate world. I have 10 years in the corporate world. I was in legal and corporate contracts. I handled multi-million dollars, tens and hundreds of millions of dollars of contracts every year. And this is the same cycle that I taught and that I mentored in corporate that I bring into my work and into this session. And so we're really going to be figuring out how to tap into our voice, into that intuition voice, and leading with that today in this creation of your life that is free as fuck. And I'm going to swear. So if you're not into swearing, maybe just put on your earmuffs. And yeah, this is me. And Liam, I do have 2 cats that are here. Liam just moved from his co-working space. So if you see those guys walking around, Liam is orange and Lacey is black. I and they're a part of my team. So they get to be here too. So what does it mean to create a life that is free as fuck? In my opinion, that means that you are leading from yourself, that your vision of your life is that which you are creating. You're not living for somebody else's expectations. You're not living for somebody else's vision for what your life is. And I know so many women, show of hands, who have gone through a significant portion of their life. For me, it was over 20 years, where I woke up one day and I looked around my life, this beautiful life that I had created, the perfect job in corporate, the salary, the flexibility, but also the hours. Maybe not so great. So maybe not the perfect job, but the job that I had been going after for years. And I looked around my life and I said, I have no idea how I got here, number one. And number two, this is not at all the life that I desire to be living. And I know that during the pandemic, a lot of this brought up this sort of realization that tomorrow is never promised, and that maybe we're not living the life that we desire to be living. And so what I would like to offer you today is a session to tap into that voice and really be able to take ownership of where in your life are you not maybe living in alignment yet. And through this practice, be able to have a blueprint of how to close that gap of where you are now and where you desire to be. Okay. So that's sort of our goal. I'm going to be leading a practice for probably about 15 to 20 minutes. And then we'll have some integration time where you can journal as well. But we're going to do just a little bit of some movement practice first. So movement, sound, and breath are the three ways that energy can actually move through your body, that can be released through your body. And so to get things settled, now that we're just past our time here at 7:02, we're going to kick things off with a little bit of movement practice. So I'm going to invite you to get up, to move your body just for 5 minutes. We're just gonna shake things out. We're gonna get things started by really tapping into our body and starting to just move. Because as we know, we've been sitting here enjoying this UnBroken Summit for however many hours today. Maybe you've been multitasking at work, you've been doing all the things, and now we're just gonna settle in. We're gonna move our brain from our automation email into this session. So we're gonna get up and move your body and just do whatever feels natural to you. Whatever your body is asking for, I invite you to just give that. Give that to yourself. Give that to yourself in this moment. Your cameras don't have to be on. So get up and start moving. This is your time to just feel your body. Feel your body. Feel where there's flow. Feel where there's resistance. And just start to move. And I'm not going to put on any music. I just want you to really feel into your body and feel what it's asking for. Feel where there's any type of tightness, where there's any type of flow, and where it feels good, just move your body. Move your body. And I invite you to just notice. Notice what thoughts come up. Notice what judgments may be coming up. Notice what fear might be coming up. Notice what celebration or joy or freedom might be coming up. Whatever is coming up, I invite you to just notice. Okay? So just 2 minutes more of this practice. This is really allowing you to just feel into your body and let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Maybe allowing your breath to start flowing with some energy. Stretching. Doesn't have to look like anybody else's, just whatever feels good for your body. Okay, keep on dancing, keep on moving. Yes, yes, yes. For those of you who are joining us, we are doing a little bit of intuitive movement here to settle our bodies, to expel some energy before we settle into this practice. So just move your body. Don't worry, your cameras are not being recorded. It is only recording my screen. So go ahead and just move your body in whatever way feels good. How are we feeling? How are we feeling? Good? So whenever you're ready, in your own time, coming back to this space, settling in. If you have essential oils that you'd like to use, I encourage you to go grab them. Come back. I'm going to do a little sentence. So if you want to partake with me, go for it. I'm just going to use one little drop of some surrender oil. Essential oils are such a great way to support your embodiment practices. I encourage you to choose your oil with intention. Each oil brings a different perspective to your journey that you are about to embark on. Each oil has its own frequency, its own intention. And so when you bring intention into your choice of oil, your choice of support, whatever that looks like, maybe it's a glass of water, maybe it's tea, maybe it's a blanket, maybe it's music, intentionally curating your environment before you settle in to the practice, right? So breath, sound, movement, that's what we just did. Getting that energy to start flowing through our body before we sit in this contemplative, curiosity-based practice, right? And using things like oils to help us come into the intention that we desire to set. So that's going to be my first question for you. This is the first invitation. And I want to make a disclaimer. This practice, this circle of gathering that we are creating, this community that we are creating in this moment together. Yes, I'm leading, I'm guiding, but I want you to know that this is your practice. You are 100% in control of whatever it is that you partake in, whatever movement you choose to do or not do, whatever question you choose to answer or not answer. This practice is yours. So I encourage you to make it your own as we go through, okay? So the first invitation that I'm going to give is to set your intention for this practice. When you think about creating your free as fuck life, and I mean, think real big, no holds bar, sky is the limit, you make $1 million every minute kind of life, what would that look like? And when you think about that life, and you think about this opportunity for us to create it with your soul guiding you, what is the intention that you desire to walk away with at the end of our session today? And if you feel called, please know that you can direct message me or share with the group. I'm happy to hold space for that. Okay? If you feel called, there's no pressure. Again, making this what you desire it to be. So feeling into your body, feeling into your heart and your soul. What is the intention that you desire to set for the next 45 minutes together? If you could accomplish one thing, if you could understand one thing about yourself, if you could have clarity around your blueprint for creating your free as fuck life, whatever it is, it's yours. It's perfect. Okay, so just take Take another minute. Really being intentional about setting this intention. Intentional about setting your intention. Right? Mistral, passion and elevate oil. Love it. Yeah. Okay, beautiful. Does everybody have an intention set? An idea floating around in your awareness? Because I'm going to call this back to you. So if you haven't set your intention yet, have no fear. There's going to be another opportunity for you to bring this forward for yourself. Okay. I'm going to reference whatever your intention is a couple times during this practice. And to be fully transparent here, I am going to channel this practice. So typically there's always channel working through me. I will say that now. But typically if I start with a script or I have an outline of what I want to do, source always comes in and changes things up. So I decided that because I want this to be literally based on the group and the energy that we're bringing here live, that I'm going to channel the practice and allow it to flow through me to you as much as possible. Okay. So the only thing that you need for this practice is yourself, is an open heart and a willingness to explore. You don't have to have a spiritual connection to God's source or to anything else. You don't need to have expectations. You don't need to have anything but yourself in this moment. Okay. Just permission here to take a couple of deep breaths, to find your center in yourself. To really come into this present moment together. To start to feel the weight in your seat. Or if you're lying down, the weight of your body on the surface. Permission here to move, to sound, to breathe in a way that feels most supportive for you. Okay. And if there's someone here with neck pain in the back of their neck, know that I'm here for you. I'm supporting you in this. We're going to work on getting rid of some of these blocks, freeing up some of these blocks through this practice. Mistral. Okay. I'm not sure that this is me, so I'm just going to say it and we'll see what happens. Yes, part of me reading the energy of this room, I do get physical symptoms of what other people are feeling, right? So sometimes that can happen. The channel is strong in this group, right? The energy that's being cultivated in here is really, really supportive. I'm here to hold this space. I'm resourced for this, okay? So just know that it is safe for you to resource off of my energy if that feels good for you. Okay. So through our practice, we're just going to begin with some deep breaths. And there are a couple of ways that you can do breathing through this practice. And I'm going to do them first with you as you find the breath that feels good for you. We're not going to do anything intensive. We're not going to do anything that requires a disclosure or signing of a waiver. Okay. But for educational purposes, you can choose to use your nose. And I invite you to do these practices with me to feel how it feels in your body in this moment. You may know the breath that you want to use, but I invite you in to practice with me. So just taking 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose to practice how that feels in your body. And just notice. Being open to receive that feedback from your body. Testing out something that maybe you weren't thinking you were going to do today. And now switching to an in breath through your nose and an out breath through your mouth. Let's do 3 deep breaths this way. Again, just noticing the feedback from your body. Going at your own pace. Starting to feel the difference between those 2 breath patterns. And now using your mouth, in through the mouth, out through the mouth. Again, inviting that feedback. Feeling the flow, feeling the resistance, whatever comes up for you is perfect. Beautiful. Out of those 3, feeling into your body and asking which one of those feels the most supportive for your intention that you're setting today. Okay? So if you're desiring clarity to come through for what's next for you, for what's the next step in your life, what's the next step in your business, how do you get there? Whatever your intention is, feeling into your body, asking your body which of these 3 breath patterns, in through the nose, out the nose, in through the nose, out through the mouth, or in through the mouth, out through the mouth, feels the most supportive for you. Okay? Knowing that you can change at any point in time, knowing that this is an opportunity for you to explore the energy that's in your body in this moment. And once you've found a pattern that works for you, picking up that breath, going as deep or as slow as feels right for you. You can keep your eyes open and fixed at a point in front of you. You can close your eyes. I'm feeling really heavy in my eyelids now. As we start to bring this energy into our body, into our seat, into the ground where our feet are touching, going deep, deep, deep into the earth. And if you're someone who visualizations comes easily to you, picturing roots growing from the bottoms of your feet, going down, burrowing into the earth and connecting to the earth's core. And as those roots touch the earth's core, feeling that energy surge up through those roots, up through your feet, up through your legs, up to the core of your being. Seeing that light explode in your center, up through your heart space, up through your shoulders, up through your throat and your face and your crown, and up to source and the sky above. Feeling that connection, that flow. And on the exhale, feeling that channel come back down your body, down into the earth, down into the ground. And just having that visualization there for you, if that feels supportive for you to focus on with your breath. Inhaling up through the crown, exhaling down through your body, down through your legs into the earth. Doing this a couple of times to really start to feel that energy, connecting with the energy inside you. Connecting with the energy of this group, of this collective. Yes, feeling that energy, feeling the goosebumps and the activation in your soul as this light is traveling through you, as the breath is traveling through you. Beautiful work. Permission here again to move and to sound as feels good for your body in this moment. And as you're creating this channel of breath and energy that's moving through your body, starting to bring into your awareness your intuition. If you could connect with them, what would they look like? What age would she be or he? How would they be dressed? How would they come into presence with you? Continuing to breathe, allowing that breath to come through your body. And as you start to visualize your intuition and what they look like, creating a safe space in your mind. Could be real or imagined, but somewhere that you feel at the core of your being that you are safe and held and trusted. And creating that space in your mind or recalling that memory to create that space and invite your intuition into this space. Inviting your intuition into this space, again, breathing in, energy flowing up through the earth and up through your crown. On the inhale, that energy flowing down into your body. Exhale, down into the ground. Beautiful. Creating that safe space for you and your intuition to come into connection with each other. And once you've both arrived, once you've both played in the energy of you both being in that space, I invite you to bring forward your intention. And in this moment, double checking with yourself, what intention do I have for this practice? And what questions do I have for my intuition to accomplish this task, to achieve this intention? Taking this time over the next 5 minutes to commune with your intuition and ask the questions that are bubbling to the surface. Knowing that I'm here to take care of the time, I'm here to keep track of what and how long we're in this space so you can fully relax and be present with your intuition. Knowing that your intuition is here to support you and serve you on the path of least resistance to your intention. Continuing to breathe. Knowing that the space you are in is safe and sacred. allowing the channel of energy and breath to flow through you, to give you the strength and the courage and the energy needed to be present with your intuition, to ask the questions you're desiring to ask, to hear the wisdom that you need to hear. Allowing your out breath to release anything that is no longer serving this conversation. Spending one more minute here. Asking any final questions that you have. Knowing that you can come back to this space, come back to this connection at any point in time. Allowing any last visualizations, words, sounds, guidance to come through you, to be transmitted directly from your intuition to the core of your being, to land directly into your heart space and for you to feel its power. Allowing energy to flow through you. And when it feels right in your body, to invite your intuition into saying, "See you later." Thanking your intuition for showing up in this space. Thanking your intuition for coming forward and communicating with you in any way that it did. In every way that it did. Saying goodbye in a way that feels supportive for you to close down that space and connection for the time being. Knowing that you are always connected to your intuition, that it is just a matter of intention. Remembering to breathe. And as your intuition says, "See you later," I invite you to stay in this safe and supportive place for the integration work. Holding on to this space, what it feels like, the energy, the smells, the touches, the tastes. Using all of your senses, what is the energy like? What is the coloring? Allowing this space to feel into your soul, feel into your body, anchoring in that place of safety. And as you notice that you are now standing in that space alone, noticing the fullness, noticing the continuing flow of energy with your breath into the earth, through your feet and through the branches, up through your body, up through your crown, out back up to source. Feeling that flow in your body and coming to the awareness of your body. Noticing where there's flow and whether there's resistance. Using your breath now in this space to flush out any resistance, to give love and support to any of those areas, to allowing the flow in the areas in your body that already exist in flow to gain momentum and to start to gather in your heart space. Continuing with the breath, finding any places that feel tense, finding any places that have resistance, and allowing the breath to move that energy for you, allowing your breath to do the work, allowing the momentum and the joy and the gratitude to start to gather in your chest, in your heart space. And if it feels supportive for you, to lean into a breath hold, whether that's at the top of your breath, at the top of an inhale, and holding for as long as feels good for your body, or whether that's at the bottom of your breath, at the bottom of an exhale, and holding there for as long as feels good for your body. Invitation only here. But if you're choosing to hold your breath, allowing that momentum and golden light to start to swirl in your heart space. And when your body feels ready to release that breath, releasing that golden light through every portion of your body, of your aura, of your energy, flowing out and out and out and surrounding that space around you, creating a blanket of safety and security. Feeling the energy of that space. And in your own time, with absolutely no rush, finding your way back to the center of your being, finding the way back to the present moment in this space, the present moment of this practice together. And when you're ready, in your own time, when your body cues you, coming back to this space, finding your journal, finding your voice notes, whatever feels good for you to start to document what came up for you. What is the wisdom that you desire to write down? Thank you, Leah. What is the wisdom that you're ready to impart, to make 3D, as it were, to bring into this reality? What is your soul's transmission in this moment? What is your intention, and what is the guidance you'd like to document? Okay. So taking 5 minutes, really juicy space, 5 full minutes here to just come back to this space and start to integrate the messages that you've received thus far. Okay. Releasing the breath if that feels good, but if it feels supportive to continue with some deep breaths, knowing that that's available to you as well. Being open to receive any other downloads that are happening too. Yeah, beautiful, Diana. Connecting to the earth's energy, the healing mentally and physically. Yeah. Mother Earth is so good at that. She's so good at helping us connect back to our true selves, giving us exactly what we need in the moment. Beautiful. You got 3 more minutes, so take your time. Lots of heart energy going on there in that moment. Thank you to whoever that was. It's an invitation here that it's safe to receive. It's safe to breathe. It's safe to be. You don't have to know all the details. There you go. Whatever came up for you, even if it was nothing, is something, and it is perfect. Beautiful. Invitation to come on camera, to come off mute if you'd like. If anybody would like to share what came up for them, I would love to hold space for that, but know that it is only an invitation. This is your space and your time. I know a lot of what comes up with our own intuition can be very sacred, so I want to honor that as well. But if anybody has things they'd like to share in the chat or coming off mute, happy to hold space for that. As we begin to come back to this space, come back to our community. Hello, hello, hello. Gorgeous faces.
Hi, I'll share. So
Hi, Dusty.
lucky for me, I am super good at like multitasking and visualizing. I've like mastered the art of that with having to rant, right? So like,
Yeah.
I'm feeding cows. I just like got hate into this. So for me, it's very powerful because I'm in nature, I'm in the wind, and so like when you were talking about like swirling energies and like bringing in the gold and stuff, it like just swirled me, and the wind was really blowing, so it actually did swirl me, which was pretty cool. And so my intuition actually showed up in this dress. So showed up me in like July, which was really kind of fun actually, because I was like, oh, it's just some chick and wearing the dress that I really want. Like I have it on my vision board, dress and heels. Like I've got to figure out. I found it online. I just don't know where to buy it because the dress I found, like, it doesn't have a link to it, but I've like seen this dress over and over. It's like, I want it. And so it was me in July dressed like that. And I was like, at first I was like, oh, cool. And then I realized it was me. And then I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah,
So it was
exactly.
really good. Really exciting. Most of it was like the abundance is like right around the corner, right? And like,
Yeah.
so my self-love challenge, like more people are coming. Like, it's just going to be the most fun. And I'm not even going to notice myself after the, 23-day self-love challenge, which is, that's really exciting, right? Like, that's really cool to not even know yourself after your own challenge, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just a fun and excitement, and there's so much to come this summer. While Roper's at his dad's house, and it's just really powerful. And so for me, Meg and Christy and Leah and everybody already knows this, but like when I do energy, like I get like lots of swirling colors, so, and lots of sparkles usually. So it was like
Love that.
pink and blue, like more of like the turquoise and like lighter pink today. So that was cool. And then white sparkles. And then when you brought in the gold, that was really fun because it just was like a blanket of rain down and swirly, like both gold.
Ooh.
So that was really fun. Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
exciting. So thank you for doing this. I love what you do. I love your energy. And I agree with Leah. Your smile just like lights it all up. So thank you. And yeah, just want to share that.
Thank you so much, Dusty. I love that visual. I love the visual, and I love that you shared that your intuition, when you really looked at your intuition coming in this dress, was really yourself, right? Because you are one and the same. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else? The floor is open. If not, honoring your sacredness and whatever came through for you. Perfect. All right. So if you have enjoyed this experience with me, there are a couple of ways to connect with me further. I'm going to drop them in the chat. There is a women's circle that I lead for women with endometriosis that's designed for women with endometriosis, but really open to any single soul that feels called to join us. It is an eclectic group. It's on Zoom, and this month we are meeting next Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. UK time, which is 1 to 3 EST time. The link to sign up is there. It is a donation-based class that starts with $5 donation. And if that feels called, I'd love to have you. If you'd like to stay connected in other ways outside of the Coach's Corner, you can go ahead and sign up to my email list there to stay connected in all the things that I do, from meditation, breath work, business building, nervous system regulation, all of the things. That's the best place to get a hold of me and to stay connected. And I look forward to seeing you guys throughout the rest of the summit. This has been very, very exciting. And don't forget, 2 p.m. MST time is when Meg is going to be doing her whole spiel tomorrow, Wednesday, May 3rd, 2 p.m. MST time, about all of the exciting things that we're doing inside the Coach's Corner that you can have access to moving forward if that feels aligned for you. And yes, PCOS. So yes, okay, awesome. Dusty, that you'll be an unbroken co-coach. Yes, PCOS, I don't have experience personally, but a lot of women in my circle and in my audience do have PCOS, infertility issues, hormonal imbalances, and working with me actually in any of my group and one-on-one programs comes with access to a functional nutritionist, my personal functional nutritionist, who has extensive background with working with women with PCOS and endometriosis specifically. But her practice isn't based on those things. But she has a very extensive network if you have other things that she is not specialized in helping you with. But everyone I've sent her way has had raving reviews. Frankie Lee at Radiate Wellness, if you want to check her out on Facebook or on Instagram, I think it's Radiate Your Wellness. But Frankie Lee, she's an amazing, amazing, amazing healer. So that's just a little bit of a preview of what you would get working with us in the Unbroken Coach's Corner, and access to me if you are called to do so. So Meg says the next session will be with Meg sharing about Tanya's work. She's in Mexico. So take the next 10 minutes to do bathroom break, rest break, food break, snack break, wherever you are in the world. And then the link to join the next session is popped into the chat. Diana, endometriosis, hormone imbalance issues, and digestive issues. Girl, we should talk. I have healed a lot of that working with Frankie and doing the work that I do. So if you'd like to stay connected, I would love to stay connected with you. You can find me on Facebook. I am Jacqui Henry, or on Instagram. I am Jacqui Henry, LinkedIn too. So all the places you can find me there. Okay. Go enjoy a break, grab some food, grab some water, and get ready to hang out with Meg in the next session talking about Tanya's work. Okay, grab the link to the Zoom. If you'd like the replay, let me know. I don't know if Meg's gonna email out the replays, but my replay will be on an unlisted channel for those who have registered. So if you are watching this and you would like the replay, let me know, and we'll get that out to you. Okay. Sending you all so much love. Thank you for allowing me to hold space and honor and witness the energetic shifts and the manifestations that came through. Okay. Love you guys.